that's nectar. Oh, it's nectar.
Hello everyone, welcome to nutritionnewsandreviews.com. I'm Steve Dupont, and today I am going to be reviewing this product and this product. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a double review for you, the first of its kind here at nutritionnewsandreviews.com. But since I was going to review this salsa, and I needed a delivery system to get it into my mouth and to replicate, if you will, normal salsa consumption conditions, decided to go ahead and do both of these. So we have Enrico's stick-to-your-chip chunky salsa, and we also have Green Mountain Gringo tortilla strips, which are made with organic white corn. All right, so let's talk about the salsa first. Ingredients, pardon me, diced tomatoes, tomato puree, which contains water and tomato paste, jalapeno peppers, apple cider vinegar. Okay, interesting choice there. Apple cider vinegar, just as an aside, now a lot of salsas will contain vinegar. An acidifying agent that would certainly prolong the shelf life of the product, and the apple cider vinegar has been touted for years now to have many almost magical health-giving properties, some of which are a little more credible than others, but there is some real bona fide research to show that now, I don't know if it's in sufficient quantities here. You'd probably have to eat an awful lot of it. But apple cider vinegar can help reduce blood glucose. That would certainly be helpful for those who are pre-diabetic or diabetic, watching their glucose. It has been purported to help fight cancer, and it has been shown to be somewhat antagonistic to the growth of cancer cells. And numerous other things as well. So certainly not a bad thing to have in there, right? You also have just ordinary distilled vinegar, onions, cornstarch, salt, garlic, cilantro, and red pepper. Okay, so as they say here, no preservatives, and that certainly looks to be the case. Serving size of this product is 2 tablespoons, and in that you're going to get 0 fat, right, as we would expect, 0 protein, and 3 grams of carbohydrates, and 2 grams of sugars. So, and that, I'm sorry, that would be total of 10 calories. Okay, so an incredibly low-cal food here. 80 milligrams of sodium, which isn't exceptionally high, really. Certainly nothing to worry about unless you're just chugging the entire bottle, so that looks to be good. So we'll set that aside for a minute. And, well, I guess to make this, I guess we'll go ahead and give this a rating for nutrition. So, again, as far as, I'm judging this against kind of other products in the salsa field, I would say that is a very healthy product in its category. So, 4 bells. Now, let's talk about these tortilla strips quickly. These from Green Mountain Gringo Corporation boast of also no preservatives, no trans fat, allergen-free, gluten-free, and most importantly to yours truly, GMO-free, or free of Monsanto's Franken seeds, these genetically modified organisms, and not obviously going to launch into a big diatribe on that, but I will tell you that there's a lot of reasons I feel to avoid genetically modified products, corn in particular, and chief among them is the fact that these seeds have been genetically engineered for really one specific purpose, and that is to be able to withstand virtually unlimited quantities of herbicides and pesticides, also, of course, manufactured by the Monsanto Corporation. So it works out rather well for them, doesn't it? So they engineer the seeds so that you can douse these things with lots and lots of chemicals, and they will grow just fine. But as I heard a oncologist, a very prominent oncologist recently say, the human being has not been genetically engineered to withstand large quantities of these chemicals. So therefore, when you consume this corn that has been doused with all this, you are getting that into your body, and it does not go very well from there, typically. So, okay, ingredients. Organic stone ground masa harina white corn flour. Whew. Fancy way of saying ground corn. Non-hydrogenated safflower oil and or sunflower oil, and salt. Okay, so relatively straightforward, and as we might expect, this is a high carb product, relatively speaking, definitely compared to the salsa. 17 grams of carbohydrates in a serving, which is about 12 strips. 6 grams of fat. Only 0.5 grams of saturated fat. As they said, no trans fat. And 2 grams of protein. Corn not being a particularly great source of protein, but it does have some. And sodium, another 80 milligrams. So you got one serving of each, you're getting about 160 milligrams of sodium, which would be, still only be about 6% of your total daily requirement. So let's go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and give this a rating. Okay, so on the strips, I'm going to say, I mean, as far as a corn chip, you can't really do much better than this, in my opinion, so we're going to go ahead and give that 4 bells. And again, if I haven't said this before, these ratings, I'm not judging corn chips against a health bar or any of the other products, that we think of. I'm judging this in its category, in its field. Okay, talking about that. So, okay, just to make that clear. Now, let's pop this open. There we go. And we have the Stay Fresh button has been popped. I should have shaken this up a little bit before I took the top off, just to homogenize it. All right, let's put a little bit of that in there. And open up the chips here. And we will produce a strip. Yes. The salsa is, now this is a mild salsa. I usually go for a medium, but I do not see the medium offered there. It is definitely mild, so I really can't fault the Enrico's corporation for that. They have delivered on that promise. It is very mild. It has I would say it's slightly zesty and slightly sweet as well. The acidity level, I would say, is fairly high for a salsa. Certainly more than, now, I like to, in the summertime especially, when you have access to fresh tomatoes, fresh peppers, and so on, make your own salsa, which is going to be much less acidic, right, if you make it right there on the spot and consume it. So I would say that apple cider vinegar may have some benefits nutritionally, but I personally think that detracts a little bit from the salsa flavor overall. So for the salsa, we're going to go ahead and give that 3 bells. It's certainly tasty, but not overwhelmingly so. And the chips, they are very crunchy. They're not overly salty. And in terms of just the aesthetics and the practicality of it, I like the strip. I do. Because it's sturdy. And here's one that's bent a little bit. It's certainly sturdy enough to get a good amount of salsa on there. Not greasy. Enjoying those chips very much. So that's 4 bells on taste for the chips. And with that, we're going to go ahead and eat a couple of more of these, and you have yourself a good day.